Ah, the glorious end of September sun is here, and it's a walk on day 120. Microphone is on. Nonconformity company journey. Just had a coffee, cheese on toast breakfast picnic outside for the first time in a long time. Food tastes so much better outside, food and drink. So, 120 days. This is either going to sound stupid or good, I don't know. But I finally figured out what it's all about. I think I've had an idea, but you often question things when you're starting things out and you're alone and it's new and you're building it. You know, how are people going to want this? How am I going to get people to find it? But, you know, if you were doing a physical business and you wanted to open a restaurant, shop, you would have to first get the shop and get some stuff in there, make some food, buy some ingredients before you open the doors. And so this is what we're doing. We're opening the doors to many opportunities and building in reverse, putting our ideas out there, getting comfortable with those ideas. And once you see them physically on a website, they start to become more real in your mind. So you can start to develop that idea, find what other people think about it, find some useful tools, start putting things together. And talked before about the frustrations I've had with, in the past, not having the skills to be able to do something. We're now living in this age where we are, and a lot of the people that I follow that do startups, they're all coders. I'm not really a coder. I can do some coding, but I guess it's a good thing to learn to code, and I am learning to code. But as I've said before, everything's already been coded, and you can glue these things together, bootstrap different bits of software together. A lot of things I've done in the past, I've been using 2 or 3, 4 different services, a recipe of services, software as a service, apps, to link them all together to create a product for people. And the great thing is, you can do that very cheaply. And then there might be a bit of manual work for you, but at least you can put it out there and get some customers, get some feedback, build a community and start talking to people in the community and asking customers. That starter story, most of the videos that I have watched, the success came from the founders, the entrepreneurs, getting to know their customers, talking to them, and they came out with maybe one product which the customers around them, the first initial customers, helped them to refine. And then they talked to them some more. They just rang them all and got to know them and asked them what they wanted, and that led to new products and new pain points, finding out new pain points. But I guess you've got to start with something. You've got to have something. You can't refine nothing. You can only refine something. And so there's a lot of people offering a lot of tools and services for coders to build onto. And I guess what I'm doing is I'm allowing people to start their own businesses, bootstrap them, build in reverse, do it quickly, do it cheaply, but bootstrapping existing software so you don't need to code. You don't need any coding skills, which removes the barrier to entry for a lot of people, because a lot of this stuff seems unachievable to most. I'm very into tech, and I always have been, because my granddad, thankfully, when I was about 14, computers were really new, and it was like a Pentium 4, and he bought me and my 2 brothers a computer. So I grew up on computers, and yeah, I've always been very fluent in computers, and thankfully am. And I love tech, but I don't want to get used by tech. But there's so much tech now we can use and glue together. And for example, the idea yesterday, I'm coming up with an idea, I think, a name, sorry, for the idea. The idea yesterday is personalized business ideas. So, a nice bridge here. Personalized business ideas. So you'll be able to go onto that site. I'm going to offer it free to start with. You can put in, answer a questionnaire. I'm going to use software, some great software for that, which we'll recommend. They have an affiliate link, so we can make money from that as well. And this business model with the non-conformity blueprints, I guess, is it's a combination of the affiliate blueprint with the assisting blueprint, and also education in there as well. What a beautiful day. And this business can evolve, but you can go onto this site and you can answer a journeyed questionnaire, nothing too complex, but just so we can get to know you. That will come to us, then we will then send you back in the quickest time possible. I might put a time of, like, I don't know, 72 hours or something, 48 hours, a personalized report on how we would recommend you go about starting some businesses and start putting some time into all of this. Now that's worth money, I know, but I can start to charge from it. Once I've put it out there for free and done this for free for some people, I can then send them to a channel in the nonconformity community where we can talk some more, help them some more, help them structure this together, see what people are wanting, see what people are doing, and then I can shape the business or more businesses after that around that. So I'm very excited because it just opens the door really for people with not very much technical or coding technological background to be able to test ideas that they've got, test businesses linked to what they're into and what they think they can do, how they can help people, how they could remove people's pain points. It's always a good one. What problems you see in the world and how to solve them. And again, a lot of these businesses, they could just be a good cause. They could just be a community research product, like the healthiest recipe in the world. Just bringing people together to do something, to do some good, to help some other people. And once you've got a little tribe there, things will evolve, but you've got to begin these things. And all you really need is a website domain that costs next to nothing, and then some landing page software, which we use, and it allows you to connect multiple domains. It's the only one that allows you to connect multiple domains. We'll link the tools below, but you also from nonconformitytools.com, we'll be profiling all these tools. And in the business report that we give back to you, free personalized business ideas, we'll give you a list of the tools that we would recommend you to use. So you can get this idea off the ground quickly. You just need to think of it, get your idea, think of a name, get a domain, and then get a landing page on there. And then that's the first stage. Start then talking to people and throwing it out there. You could have an email capture on there, or even a deposit or a pay button. But again, very simple to do. And then build a community around that and start talking to people. And a lot of people will be thinking, well, won't people nick my idea? Not really, because ideas are nothing without the execution and energy and a business and people behind it actually using it. So it's just the best way to do it, rather than having ideas rattling around in your head. So we've got buildinreverse.com, ideathud.com, I think, for the personalized business ideas. And yeah, I guess that's what nonconformity is about. I've said this before, but we're showing you how you can do it. But I've now realized that it's so accessible now for people that don't have any real technical, I mean, there'll be things to learn, but you just having to learn to code to execute a lot of this stuff, it's way above a lot of people. And there's nothing stopping you with hiring a coder. But again, if you're having to hire and you're not used to that, if you're not sure what even to ask for, you're speaking different languages a lot of the time. You are with different coding languages, and a lot of the coders, they're different types of people, and yeah, it can be hard to find one and establish a good relationship and do it right. So I'm not saying not to do that, but it's just far more advantageous to be completely in control of everything at the start, and allow you to test multiple ideas. You don't want to be spending 5 grand on a coder for one idea without testing it first. You don't hardly spend any money. So yeah, the domain costs like $10 a year, and then you won't need any hosting with your domain supplier because you'll host it on the landing page software, which costs, I don't know, 30-40 bucks a month or something. But you can then, that will host everything, and it also will capture emails, sign up forms, linked with campaigns and automations and all sorts of stuff that it's just worth so much more money, especially when you start making money. So yeah, that is day 120. We'll see you tomorrow.